What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Riggs Gaming. Today we're going to be bringing you the Week 10 recap and CWL invite Forbidden versus Kansha. Before I get into that, for those of you that don't know, I know I announced it in a couple of the servers on Discord, some of the clan family Discord servers that I'm in. My son had a tragic accident that happened on none other than Mother's Day. But I do want everyone, that knows about it, that has prayed, for my son. Rest assured, he is doing much better. He did have a very, very bad accident. We had to go to the hospital, all that stuff. But long story short, I thank everybody for all their well wishes. Everyone's, hoping that he was going to get better, all the, the DMs. You guys know who you are. I don't have to go through everybody one by one. But I did want to mention that before we start the video. And again, for those of you guys who don't know, I have been on vacation. So I have not been, doing the regular uploads like you're used to seeing. But that should get back on track pretty much starting now once you see this video. So again, thank you, everybody. And he is, back on track. My son is doing very, very well. Thank the Lord. Okay, so we're going to get right into this recap, you guys. Forbidden getting the victory, 119 to 116. And again, while I was on vacation recapping the last war, I even had the record wrong, so far in the regular season. But after this victory, Forbidden is now 9-1. This was a 40v40, and look at 190. So the max number of stars we could have gotten was 121 stars short of a perfect war. And Kansha, look, they did not. They did really, really good. They cleared all 10s. They even got a pair of 11v11 triples. We'll go through the stats real quick. We'll just kind of pan down so you guys can see the bases real quick. I don't want this, recap to get too long, but look at it right here. Number 4, that's the only base. 18 Chelsea 22 is the only base that survived in this 40v40 war. Everything else cleared. Solid victory for Forbidden in this one, guys. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump right here to number 29. We'll let this play out a little bit. I will be timesing. I have quite a few attacks I want to get through. Let's see, we have this Town Hall 9 attack I want to get through, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10v10s. And of course, we'll end with a pair of 11v11 triples. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be timesing through as we see that the attack is more or less kind of wrapping up. We'll probably times 4 a few of these just so we can get through all of the content for you guys. Okay, the stats. There they go. We had 5 11v11 3 stars. And because of being able to get 5 11v11s is because we had so many 10v10 3 stars. We had 15, you guys. We had 15. I believe there were 17. Yes. Was this a 6-17 breakdown? We had 15 10v10s only needing 2 dips. Yeah, so it must have been 17 Town Hall 10s in this breakdown. So we had 5 11v11s, 15 10v10s, Town Hall 9s for the first time in a few weeks, I want to say, where we hit above 70%. We had 74% at the Town Hall 9 level, 74% hit rate, and we went 2 for 2 on the dips, still going perfect on those dips. Now for Kansha, and like I said, they still did very, very well, and I'll explain why the total, even though we seem to always get much more 10v10s than the other team, is because the other team usually has to dip more 10s in order to clear them. So for Kansha's stats, they had 2 11v11s. Hang on. Thought I had to sneeze for a second. Okay, they had 2 11v11s, 9 10v10s. They hit at 68% hit rate at Town Hall 9. And they went, what was it, 9 for 9. Yes, they went 9 for 9 on their dips. So that's often why you'll see the scores looking much closer. Even though we had 6 more 10v10s, as far as this total star count, it was obviously much closer than that. it's because we're often using only a few of our Town Hall 11s to dip down on those 10s, while the other team is usually using a majority of their Town Hall 11 hits in order to clear 10s. So anyway, as you guys know, in Invite, I mean, you want to talk about how competitive Invite is in the Champions War League. It's coming down, you know, obviously with the nerf, all that good stuff, it really does come down to that 11v, you know, those 11v11 3-stars. Okay, so we're going to jump up here. That was our Town Hall 9 attack. We're going to check out this attack from Chris, and this is actually a fresh hit, so you definitely want to check this one out. We'll just go ahead and times this. Using the mortar right there kind of as an anchor for that golem. Going to drop down a couple wizards. He has a baby dragon up there setting the funnel. Queen down behind the golem. And notice he doesn't bring a rage spell, you guys. Like somebody like me, I would probably wall break and then try to jump in. But the difference with bringing that rage spell and just raging up those wall breakers, you know, just trying to get a double layer wall break, is by doing that effectively, you're able to bring 4 heal spells as opposed to 3. A very, very common spell composition for something like a Shattered Hobo at Town Hall 10 is 1 jump, 1 rage, 3 heal spells. But Forbidden often doing this style of attack where you see not bringing the jump spell, not bringing the jump, using the rage and benefit, and your Hogs benefiting by using 4 heal spells as opposed to 3 heal spells. So again, just doing things a little bit differently over here in Forbidden. And I got a few attacks. I mean, pretty much every single one of these attacks are pretty much different than the other one. It's not like I'm gonna be showing you guys, you know, 5 Falcon 10v10s or, you know, 5, you know, Sui Hero Lalos. I mean, you want to talk about how diverse the attacks are here in Forbidden. You're gonna get a good taste of it from this war as the Hogs are wrapping up on those defenses. We will go ahead and times through, and even the Queen managed to survive, and he swagged a freaking heal spell. Chris getting that one fresh, and Chris also had a 10v10 6-pack this war. Another person who had a 10v10 6-pack was the goddess right here, Bliss. So go ahead and check out this Queen. Like we said, so far we've seen a Kill Squad Hog attack. This is going to be a Queen Charge Hog attack. So, you know, for those of you keeping track at home, you can really get a good idea, again, of all the different styles of attacks. There is, you know, Forbidden, it seems, isn't really favoring one attack over the other. It's all about using the best attack strategy for the base. So what she decided to do was drop her Queen down here, you know, at the bottom of the base at about 6 o'clock. Walk up. Notice she gets that double air wall break, but actually opens up both of these compartments. The CC comes out, drops down a poison. There were a couple of Valkyries, so just in case, she goes ahead and pops the Queen ability, as there were, I believe, 2 if not 3 Valkyries that came out of that CC. And even when you pop the ability, they, you know, if they get up next to her, they can still do damage to her. Just want to play it safe, so she popped the ability. There goes the next rage spell, as she already used the ability. So Queen on Queen action with her Queen. Not only with the healers, but with those healers being raged up, her Queen is going to win. And right here, starting the Hogs over at 3 o'clock on the far right-hand side of the base. Use 2 rage spells for the Queen Charge, leaving 3 heal spells for these Hogs. And you'll wait till you guys see how Bliss goes ahead and uses these loons towards the very end. Very, very unique. So right here, look at this King. He is tanking 4 different point defenses. These Hogs pretty much skating through this base untouched. Drops the heal spell for him just to help him out a little bit. But that King, if you guys saw it, it was tanking 2 cannons, a Tesla, and an Expo. Here comes the loons. Check this out. The loons sweeping in pretty much those 4 loons, one-shotting the Wizard Tower before the Hogs approach this deadly compartment right here where there was a bomb tower. There was a giant bomb. You had the Inferno Tower in there, as well as a Wizard Tower on the backside. Clearly going to be a 3-star. Absolutely loved how she used the Queen. You know, how she did the Queen Charge and how she used those loons to distract the Wizard Tower. Very, very nice attack. And again, Bliss getting a 10v10 6-pack. Shout out to her. Okay, now we'll hop up right here. We're gonna check out the Lalo God. This coming from Stance 34, aka OBL. We'll check out this attack. And one thing you'll see about this base is look at the wizard towers. You'll see these 4 wizard towers right here, like a mini, well, not a mini, you know, kind of basically a wizard tower farm, if you will. Away from all 4 of the air defenses, we have all 4 of these 80s that are kind of clumped up here. But you'll see he's going to go ahead and set the funnel with just a baby dragon. Pretty much cleared all this trash over here. King down, queen obviously behind him. And what he wants to do is get into this compartment where he has access to at least a couple of those wizard towers. And even with a damaged CC, that's one thing I also wanted to point out. You know, one thing that I'm learning myself is even if it's a damaged CC, you know, even being something like a big dragon, you can still Sui Hero Lalo. I mean, it just really shows how incredible the guys over here and how talented the guys over here in Forbidden are. And I don't remember, under ability, I believe he does get this Wizard Tower. Yes, he does. So with the heroes and a couple funneling troops, OBL was able to pick up 3 Wizard Towers and take out the enemy CC, kind of break that defensive ring. Starting with the spells, drop down 2 haste spells, followed up by 2 hounds, tanking that 1 air defense up at the top on the far left-hand side is where he chose to drop down the maxed hound that came out of the CC. And look at this, 3 raid spells being used. Sometimes you won't even see a single raid spell being used, but he went ahead and dropped 3 raid spells. And yes, of course, one of those is going to be swag. We're going to times through this, though. Going to drop nice swag right there over the Troll Tesla down there at 6 o'clock, just for good measure. And he will be swagging 1 Barbarian right here. So that is going to be our Sui that we have to show you guys from this war against Kansha here in week 10. Now we're going to jump up a few spots here to number 13. Check out this attack. Look, doing bitch. And not even that. Check this out. Bringing a P.E.K.K.A. Wait till you guys see this. Going to kind of be a queen walk that leads it. I mean, it's not really... Is this a bitch attack? It kind of is. I mean, you just have to wait and see it. So what he's doing, he's trying to take out a couple of these buildings with the bowler bounce right here. Because what he wants to do is he wants his queen to walk down the side right here. And check this out. Look at that. I noticed it right away when I was, you know, skimming through the replays. A freaking multi-mortar. I cannot tell you guys when's the last time I know I've, you know, seen 1, maybe 2. It's definitely not very popular defense. Dropping on the skeleton spell to kind of lure the king out a little bit. Absolutely love that. So queen will take out king without needing a rage and without needing to pop ability. Those skellies distract that enemy BK just long enough. Very, very nice touch right there from Alex. But what he's going to try pretty much do, why it's not a traditional bitch, is you see the queen's walking down, and they're going to kind of meet up in a really, really, really big kill squad where we have 16 bowlers. Here comes the P.E.K.K.A. though. The reason why he has the P.E.K.K.A. right here is because that P.E.K.K.A. will pretty much 1, if not 2, shot the majority of these defenses. Now you have a couple witches. They're going to meet with the kill squad, and also with the P.E.K.K.A. Jump spell down. As far as the spells, 3 rage and 2 jump. No heal spells being used in the spell comp in this attack. There goes the second jump spell, which pretty much opens up the rest of this base. And look at that. That P.E.K.K.A. is still going. Does have a little witch, you know, that was helping him out a little bit. But he took out quite a few defenses, also distracted quite a few. And that witch, if you guys missed it, took out that archer tower. Absolutely clutch right there. We'll go ahead and, again, we have quite a few attacks. So far we've seen a kill squad. We've seen a kill squad hog attack. Seen a queen charge hog attack. We've seen a Sui Hero Lalo. This was kind of like a bitch attack-ish, but also utilizing a P.E.K.K.A. to help clear that trash, you know, with 1 witch behind her, right? P.E.K.K.A.'s a girl. 1 witch behind her. So we have 2 more 10v10s to get through, and then we'll show you guys a couple 11v11s before we go ahead and wrap it up. So we're going to jump up here. We're getting to the top of the map, you guys. This one coming from Cyan, and this is also going to be a very, very, and look at this, a sub 2. So I want to show you guys this one. This base gets completely crushed. You guys are about to see how it's like his kill squad was like pissed off in the core. They were literally raging as they're coming through this core. But here we go. Queen is pretty much going to walk down the right hand side of the base. She's going to be walking down And you're going to see he has a few witches and a couple bowlers to go ahead and take care of the trash. At the top, they were going to walk down from 12 down to 9. And notice he has a max golem that came out of the CC. Look at that dude. And what he's going to be doing is wall breaking in. Often you'll just see, just jumping in and then jumping to the core. But by using the wall breakers, it allows it to where he only has to use one jump spell in order to get to the core, as opposed to 2. And look at this kill squad. They, in this side of this core, they are literally just tearing through this base. Look at these bowler bounces, freaking one-shotting the expos right here. Queen is still up. He does still have queen ability. Look at the patience. Her health is damn near gone, but he was able to save that ability. And it seemed as soon as this attack started, it's pretty much going to be ending. And look at this clutch minion. Why do I have that click? Look at this clutch minion taking out that bomb tower right there. And all the defenses, because that open core, all the defenses can be reached from over the wall from the queen. So Forbidden getting it done with another variation of bitch right there. I definitely wanted to bring that one to you guys. Now we'll jump up one spot. This will be our final 10v10 attack before we go ahead and jump into the Town Hall 11 action. This one coming from Hamidan JSE, aka Storm. I believe he is still #1 on the leaderboards in Serial Invite for 10v10 hit rate, and we're going to demonstrate why. Okay, and he also, yes, he also did have a, Storm did have a 10v10 6-pack this war as well. Big shout out to him. So again, just using a wizard and a baby dragon to help set that funnel. And did drop a couple loons to take out that Tesla right there, as he does want his heroes. Look at this. With just a couple giants helping tank these heroes. Goes ahead and pops king ability. Queen's going to kind of round the bend here. She's going to go in under rage. Just pretty much raging up heroes, you guys. He's going to, and notice there's no skeleton spell inside this comp. He was banking on his heroes to take out the enemy queen. And it will, in fact, happen right here, guys. Goes ahead and pops ability while the queen is still under ability. One-shots the dragon and ends up one-shotting the enemy queen. Beautiful, beautiful execution coming from Storm right there. That is what you call talent, you guys. They make it look so easy. You have no idea. Dropping down 2 haste spells, kind of in the form of like a little chode right there. 2 haste spells leading into a rage. You have a haste up here at 12 o'clock. Followed by, it literally looks like a crooked dick kind of going through the base right there. Dropping down another rage spell, which is going to push those loons and one-shot that air defense right there. And that rage was also covering that expo, keeping these loons nice and tight, nice and close to the hounds. The max hound ended up popping while it was tanking that air defense. Going to get a beautiful loon split right there. Tons of cleanup. You know, he has the minions. He's got the pups doing their thing. You know, swagging a balloon and getting another 10v10 6-pack. Shout out to, I believe it was Chris, Bliss, and Storm, who all had the 10v10 6-packs from this war. Okay, you guys, now we're going to jump up right here to... Actually, want to show you guys that one last. So we're going to show you guys this attack right here. This one coming from Ty, aka Black, and doing it. Look at this. A sub 40-second raid. 35, 34, hasn't even dropped a troop down yet. So this is going to be a minute and 33 seconds where Black is just going to rip through this base. Dropping down, I believe it was 10 giants, kind of spread apart. And he's really, really good at this attack strategy, using these giants with the bitch attacks. And wait till you guys see the flanks that he has set right here. But dropping down a jump spell to push everything into kind of this long column that leads to the base. Only needing 2 jump spells by choosing to enter from this angle from the upper left-hand side of the base right here. He was able to identify that 2 jump spells would literally push all his troops from one side of the base to the other. That is how you have, that's when you know you have a nice flank, you guys. On both sides, too. No more bowlers on this side, but he does still have 2 witches that are doing some work right there. And look, saved a raid spell for the back end where the rest of these defenses were. Those witches doing work on that freaking bomb tower right there. We'll go ahead and times this. Nothing but trash, you guys. That Tesla is no match for about, what, 80 troop space left over. Beautiful attack from Black with that 11v11 3-star. Shout out to him. And now we'll go ahead and check out this attack. So that was the bitch attack. Yeah, from the 11v11. This is going to be a queen charge hog attack coming from, yes, you guessed it, coming from Mask, where he has king up here at about 11 o'clock, followed up, just by a couple wizards just to help put some more DPS behind him, as he wants the king to take out those 2 Teslas. And I believe, yes, he does get that mortar taken out, because he wants his queen to walk down. He didn't want his queen to walk up right there. And good value, already used the king ability, but good value also drops down 1 hog to go ahead and pull the CC. There goes the warden. He will be behind the queen right here, just helping out with this charge. And wait till you guys see, he had to have had that finger right above. Wait till you guys see this clutch warden ability. You'll know what I'm talking about once we get there. Okay, so queen ends up taking out enemy king. He had a little bit of king on king action. His king went down, but the enemy king was already damaged quite a bit, which did help it out. He didn't have to, pop ability or do anything like that. Still has queen ability, still has warden ability. So here it goes right there. Drops down another rage, and just like that, as that last shot was coming from the Eagle Artillery, he had queen on queen action, plus a bunch of DPS on the queen. Not to mention, you guys, the shots landing on the queen from the Eagle Artillery. Pop that ability, play it back. I mean, that queen, it had to have had 10 HP on it. Pop the warden ability, which of course is going to make the queen invincible, and is able to salvage that queen ability. Still has it in the bag. Drop down these hogs, has a heal spell kind of in the core right here, covering the Eagle Artillery, the bomb tower, and the Expo. And look at this clutch miner. Clutch miner for the win, starting that cleanup nice and early, not only with wizards, but dropping down that miner. You can kind of see him up there by the DSF. Again, never wanting, to get something like a time fail. Mask is an hashtag mask off down in the comment section. Last heal spell is down, covering the Expo, the cannon, the wizard tower. It's also covering the Inferno tower, but not going to do, a whole lot, as is a single, shot Inferno tower as far as heal spells are concerned. But doesn't matter. Look at this. Base is freaking wrecked. Forbidden. Forbidden, forbidden, forbidden. Beautiful war coming from Forbidden, you guys. 5, 11 v 11, 3 stars, 15, 10 v 10, 3 stars this war. I mean, just all around great effort. Never taking any opponent too lightly, and that's exactly what Forbidden did not want to do. Getting those plans in, getting those bases built and tested. Again, as always, a 24-hour voice session. Sun up to sundown, guys on voice, planning these bases, bullshitting, having a good time, that is what it is all about, is having a good time, you guys. And if there's anything that I learned, about what happened with the events, with my son and everything, is to cherish every single day like it is. You never know. Tomorrow is never promised you. The only thing promised to you is right now. So, for those of you, who have mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, nieces, nephews, kids of your own, cherish them. Cherish everybody around you, because you never know when it is going to be the last time you're going to see that person. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the content, the attacks that were recorded. And I will see you guys in the very next video. If you like this one, make sure you leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. This has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming. I'll see you guys next time.